他已经结束了。折磨。
The story opens at a lavish hotel hosting a gathering of the elite. High-ranking officials, tycoons and military brass. But beneath the glamour lies a dark purpose. An auction for beautiful women, sold as partners or servants. One by one, the women step forward. General Yan, a powerful military figure, watches with disdain. He finds the selection lackluster, devoid of the special beauty he desires. Impatient, he threatens the organizer. If he doesn't find a woman worth his time tonight, he will shut this auction down for good. Suddenly Jiang Yao appears, her elegance silencing the room. But she is no ordinary woman. She is a covert agent of the Fei Wu organization, disguised as merchandise, solely to seduce General Yan. Her mission is calculated: become his mistress, infiltrate his inner circle, and uncover the military's darkest secrets. Fei Wu exists to purge the nation of corruption. With the military rotting from within, they need an insider to expose the filth. Jiang Yao is that weapon. Her task is twofold: steal vital medicine for her comrades, and once the mission is complete, assassinate General Yan. But fate intervenes. Qi Yanzhu, a cold and wealthy warlord, outbids everyone and claims Jiang Yao for himself, shattering her plan. General Yan is furious, but upon recognizing his rival, he retreats. Qi Yanzhu is a powerful warlord. Challenging him would mean declaring war. Yan yields. Jiang Yao stares at her buyer in horror. Qi Yanzhou is not a stranger. He is the man she once loved. Their past is stained with blood. Years ago, she infiltrated his family and betrayed him, causing his father's death. They haven't spoken since that tragic day. Now, Qi Yanzhou looks at her with cold indifference, treating her like a common prostitute. He attempts to take her right there in public, but Jiang Yao manages to stop him. He parades her among the elite, who gossip about the destruction of the Qi family and the mysterious woman who caused his father's death. Jiang Yao trembles, knowing she is that woman. Consumed by vengeance, Qi Yanzhou humiliates her further, ordering her to undress him with her mouth, punishing the woman who ruined his life. She tries to flee, but he corners her. The charade ends. His eyes burn with accusation and pain. He kisses her violently, treating her like a cheap object, biting her lip in a mix of passion and hatred. In her sleep, nightmares haunt her, the memory of revealing her identity, the look of utter heartbreak on his face. She wakes up, drowning in guilt. Later, dining with her elders, her father praises a young warlord who rose to power despite his family's tragedy, Qi Yanzhu. The name alone stings. Meanwhile, Governor Du learns that a vital shipment of medicine has been hijacked. Jiang Yao receives intel. The hijacker is none other than Qi Yanzhou. To secure the medicine, she has no choice but to face him again. Her friend warns her of the danger, but Jiang Yao is resolute. She will walk back into the lion's den. Qi Yanzhou converses with his friend, Feng. Feng praises his strategy. By stealing the medicine, Yanzhou eliminates his political rival, Governor Du, while exacting revenge on the woman who broke his heart. Jiang Yao visits Qi Yanzhou's home. She is stunned to see he still keeps the flowers she once bought him. Seeing them bloom amidst his cold world convinces her that his love was genuine, deepening her guilt. Although her approach was a mission, her feelings were real. Betraying him tore her apart then, and it haunts her now. She asks why he kept the flowers. He replies coldly, they remind him that beautiful things can hurt you the most. Jiang Yao threatens him, hand over the medicine, or she shoots herself. She gambles on his lingering affection, but the old Yanzhou is gone. He grabs his gun and fires, the bullet grazing her cheek. He proves his heart has turned to ice. He offers a deal, the medicine in exchange for her signature on a contract. She must obey his every command. Desperate, she signs. Before letting her leave, he forces a kiss on her, treating her with disdain, branding her as his property once more. Leaving the house, Jiang Yao spots a luxurious car. A beautiful woman steps out. Yu Meng, Yumi, Yanzhu's fiancée. They lock eyes. Jealousy flares in both women. Yumi seems to know exactly who Jiang Yao is, the ghost from Yanzhou's past. Yumi's maid whispers reassurance. This ragged woman is no match for Yumi's beauty and status. The next day, Jiang Yao tries on a wedding dress. She is engaged to Du Wenlan, the son of Governor Du, a wealthy and powerful match arranged by fate. Qi Yanzhu passes the shop and sees her in the white gown. The sight pierces his heart. Despite her betrayal, his love lingers like a curse. He recalls the days he dreamed of seeing her as his bride.
山中，你觉得是我身上这身绿色的旗袍好看，还是这套小洋装好看？山中。
He orders his men to investigate the groom. The news is already public. Jiang Yao is marrying the governor's son. Meanwhile, Governor Du is in panic. The Japanese. The Yi threaten his family if the medicine isn't delivered. He orders his aide to ensure his son's wedding proceeds smoothly, hoping to distract from the looming crisis. The wedding day arrives. Jiang Yao stands beside Wenlan, surrounded by the elite. Suddenly, Qi Yanzhou crashes the wedding with his soldiers. Jiang Yao panics, fearing he's come to destroy her life again. She confronts him, but before she can speak, Wenlan hugs Yanzhou, calling him uncle. Yanzhou is Wenlan's uncle, Governor Du's brother-in-law. Wenlan gushes to Jiang Yao about his perfect uncle. Handsome, wealthy, wise, and famously uninterested in women. Hearing this, Jiang Yao realizes Yanzhou's coldness to others, proves his past love for her was unique and profound. Wenlan asks about the rumors. Yanzhou supposedly bought a beautiful woman for a fortune. He's dying to know who could capture his uncle's heart. Jiang Yao freezes. She is that woman. If Yanzhou speaks, her wedding and her cover is over. But Yanzhou stays silent, sparing her for now. He approaches Governor Du, apologizing sarcastically for failing to save his own father from ruin years ago, a dig at the governor's past inaction. While Jiang Yao changes in her dressing room, Yanzhou appears behind her like a phantom. She trembles. He wastes no words. He reminds her of their contract. She must obey him. His command is simple. Cancel the wedding, now. Jiang Yao refuses. Cancelling would ruin her family and her mission. Yanzhou doesn't argue. He simply states the consequence. Disobey, and the medicine stays with him. Her organization will fall. Ling, her disguised ally, rushes in with terrifying news. Yanzhou has rigged a boat carrying their comrades with explosives. Cornered, Jiang Yao realizes she has no choice. To save her friends, she must sacrifice her marriage. She tells Wenlan she cannot marry him and rushes to Yanzhou. At home, Feng scolds Yanzhou for ruining his nephew's wedding to steal his bride. Yanzhou denies malice. He claims he's saving his nephew from a fake woman who destroys families. Jiang Yao arrives at Yanzhou's house. He is undressing for a bath. He humiliates her again, ordering her to bathe him. She bows, apologizing for defying him. She begs for forgiveness, promising total obedience if he spares her friends on the boat. Yanzhou coldly says it's too late and kicks her out. She pleads, desperate to save her comrades, but his men drag her away. Feng asks Yanzhou if he's truly willing to kill innocent people just to spite her. Yanzhou is silent. Feng looks out the window. It's snowing heavily. Jiang Yao stands outside, freezing, refusing to leave until she earns his forgiveness. Feng points out she's torturing herself to soften his heart. Yanzhou tries to ignore it, but his resolve cracks. He worries. Yumi brings him a drink. Yanzhou tells her to look outside. Seeing Jiang Yao shivering in the snow, Yumi pities her and runs down with a coat. Jiang Yao refuses the coat. This is her penance. She must endure it to save her friends. Yanzhou descends, walking past Jiang Yao. He ignores her suffering, sheltering Yumi with an umbrella and leading her inside, leaving Jiang Yao alone in the cold. The next morning, Jiang Yao is still standing there, nearly frozen. Yanzhou steps out. Seeing her determination, he relents. He forgives her and calls off the bombing. Ling brings confusing news. Yanzhou didn't just spare the boat, he returned the medicine. Ling suspects a deeper motive. Yanzhou wouldn't go this far just to hurt her. He's playing a longer game. Qi Yanzhou receives a tip. Governor Du summoned Jiang Yao to punish her for cancelling the wedding. Fearing for her life, Yanzhou rushes over. Governor Du is furious, demanding satisfaction for the insult. Yanzhou intervenes, calmly suggesting the young couple acted rashly and urging mercy. Jiang Yao arrives. Du demands the reason for the cancellation, threatening to end her life if the answer isn't satisfactory. Jiang Yao lies, claiming no reason other than a change of heart. Du, enraged by her audacity, prepares to execute her. Wenlin bursts in to stop his father. He lies to protect Jiang Yao, claiming she called it off because she loved him too much. Du is incensed, believing Wenlin treats marriage as a game. He draws a whip to strike his son. Jiang Yao throws herself in front of Wenlin, taking the lash herself. She falls, wounded. Seeing her hurt, Yanzhou reacts instinctively, unable to hide his concern. He stops Du, declaring the punishment sufficient, and leaves with Jiang Yao. Suspicious, Governor Du orders his men to tail her. Jiang Yao is taken to a hospital, but the moment the nurse leaves, she is kidnapped by a group of men. Du's spies lose her, infuriating the governor. The kidnapper is Qi Yanzhou. He took her to prevent her from betraying him or playing double agent. At Yanzhou's home, Jiang Yao's condition worsens. The whip wound is infected. Yanzhou orders his men to treat her. He desperately wants to check on her, but feigns indifference in front of Feng to maintain his cold facade. Feng reports her critical state, infection compounded by exposure from standing in the snow all night. Yanzhou pretends not to care, but his heart races with fear. When the coast is clear, Yanzhou sneaks into her room. Tucking her in, he tries to remove her necklace. Jiang Yao wakes, fiercely protecting it. He asks if it's precious. She lies. It's a gift from Wenlin. Jealousy and rage consume him. She cherished Wenlin's gift, but discarded his own years. In a fit of anger, he rips the necklace off and throws it out the window. Later, Feng informs Yanzhou that a Japanese envoy, Sanjin, is meeting Governor Du to form an alliance. Yanzhou seems intent on sabotaging this deal. He believes Du's failed family alliance and the stolen medicine have already sown doubt in the Japanese. Suddenly, Feng points outside. Jiang Yao is frantically searching for the necklace in the yard. Yanzhou storms out. Seeing her desperate search for Wenlin's gift breaks him. It's not just jealousy. It's the realization of his own foolishness for ever loving her. He believes she never loved him, only used him. She threw away his gift, but crawls in the dirt for Wenlin's. He confronts her. Jiang Yao snaps back. If he wants revenge, he should just kill her. Tormenting her like this only makes her think he still loves her. Her words silence him. She is right, but he cannot admit it. He forces himself to deny his feelings. To prove his contempt, he kisses her forcefully, degrading her again as a mere object. After the humiliation, Jiang Yao recalls the past. Yanzhou once loved her deeply, proposing with a flower ring. That ring is the secret she hides inside the locket he threw away.
Jiang Yao, 我要娶你.
The next day, Yumi visits Jiang Yao. Jiang Yao says she's better and has given up on finding the lost item. She apologizes for coming between Yumi and Yanzhou. Yanzhou returns with Feng. Seeing them together, he deliberately wraps his cloak around Yumi to make Jiang Yao jealous. After they leave, Feng tells Jiang Yao the truth about Yanzhou's past. After her betrayal, his father died and he lost everything. He lived in abject poverty, working menial jobs just to survive. Guilt crushes Jiang Yao. She destroyed the man she loved. Inside, Yumi defends Jiang Yao, calling her kind. Yanzhou warns her not to be fooled. Jiang Yao is a manipulative hypocrite. Later, Jiang Yao sees Yanzhou sleeping from exhaustion. Feng's story haunts her. She imagines the hell he endured because of her. She starts caring for him, Tidying his desk, she spots a letter addressed to Sanjin, the Japanese envoy. Suspicious, she reaches for it, but Yanju wakes up and kicks her out. The next day, she sneaks back to find the letter, but Yanju returns early, catching her in the act. He chokes her, demanding to know her scheme. She lies, claiming she brought him soup for his acid reflux, a condition Feng mentioned caused by his years of hardship. She admits she knows he suffered. This enrages him further. How dare she mention the suffering she caused? And now she feigns care with soup? He asks, "Are you proud you destroyed a life like this?" She admits her fault, knowing nothing she does can earn his forgiveness. The next day, Yumi's maid, Ina, finds the lost necklace in the yard and gives it to Yanju. He opens it and freezes. Inside isn't Wenlan's gift. It's the flower ring he gave Jiang Yao years ago. She wasn't searching for another man's token. She was searching for his. He realizes she might have truly loved him all along. He tests her. He approaches Jiang Yao, offering to help find the lost item. She declines, saying she's let it go. He realizes she is hiding her feelings, terrified of revealing she still loves him. She feels too guilty to deserve him. The next day, Yumi asks for city recommendations. Jiang Yao helpfully draws a map. Yanju returns from a trip with gifts for everyone, including Jiang Yao. His attitude softens, the discovery of the ring chipping away at his icy hate. The next day, Ina accompanies Yumi on a stroll through the spots Jiang Yao recommended. The streets are eerily quiet. Suddenly, two thugs corner Yumi, intent on robbing her. Just in time, Wenlan appears, saving Yumi and beating the thugs senseless. They don't recognize each other. Wenlan warns Yumi that crime is rising and she should be careful. Terrified, Yumi clings to him. So Wenlan kindly escorts her home. On the way, Wenlan asks if she has a boyfriend. Yumi admits it's complicated. She has a fiancé, but he's always loved another woman. Their engagement is purely an arrangement by her father. Wenlan relates instantly. He too is trapped in an arranged marriage and doesn't love his fiancée Jiang Yao. Bonding over their shared misery, they grow close. Near Yumi's house, Wenlan excuses himself, fearing his strict uncle, who lives in a similar house nearby, might catch him out late. Ironically, he doesn't realize Yumi is that uncle's fiancée. At home, Yumi reflects on Wenlan's words, "Marriage should be about love. If there's no love, she shouldn't go through with it." Meanwhile, Wenlan finds the map Jiang Yao drew for Yumi. He recognizes the handwriting and wonders how Yumi knows Jiang Yao. Governor Du spots the map. Suspicious, he seizes it and orders his men to investigate the connection between Jiang Yao and Yumi. The next day, Du's spies report that Yumi is the fiancée of Qi Yanzhou, Du's brother-in-law. Governor Du connects the dots. Yanzhou must be the mastermind behind his recent troubles. He fears Yanzhou knows the dark secret of the past, that Du was involved in the death of Yanzhou's father. Back at Yanzhou's house, he calls for Jiang Yao. She thanks him for the rare candy he bought her, but worries his kindness will make Yumi jealous. Yanzhou reveals the truth. He and Yumi don't love each other. Yumi's father, his adoptive father figure, arranged the match to help Yanzhou rise in rank. Hearing this, Jiang Yao smiles, relieved. In that quiet moment, they realize their love never died. Yanzhou kisses her passionately, reigniting their old flame. Later, while Yanzhou is away, Jiang Yao finds the hidden letter to Sanjin and reads it. Yanzhou catches her red-handed. His tenderness vanishes, replaced by fury. He feels betrayed again. He accuses her of faking everything, the soup, the ring, the affection, just to spy for her organization. Jiang Yao insists she never intended to hurt him, but he won't listen. Suddenly, Feng bursts in with dire news. Governor Du and his army have surrounded the house. Yanzhou grabs his gun, ordering Feng to prepare for war. Feng warns him, fighting Governor Du on his own turf is suicide. Jiang Yao proposes a desperate plan. Instead of fighting, they stage a scene of intimacy. When Governor Du kicks down the door, he finds them in bed together. Du pauses his attack. He raided the house, suspecting Yan Zhu was sabotaging his deal with the Japanese. Seeing this, he assumes Yan Zhou's only crime is lust for a woman, not political treachery. In reality, Yan Zhu had secretly contacted the Japanese to ruin Du's deal, but the charade works. However, Du won't let the insult to his family slide. Jiang Yao humiliated him by cancelling the wedding. He demands blood. One of them must shoot the other. Jiang Yao grabs the gun and points it at Yan Zhou. Yan Zhou's heart sinks, believing she's betraying him one last time to save herself. He braces for death, but Jiang Yao turns the gun on herself and fires. Yan Zhu lunges, deflecting the shot. The bullet grazes her neck. He screams for Feng to save her. Governor Du, satisfied with the blood spilled, declares his bond with Yan Zhou severed. Yan Zhu is no longer his brother-in-law. Yan Zhu ignores him, his only focus on saving the woman who just tried to die for him. Feng treats the wound. She survives by inches. Alone with her, Yan Zhou asks why she risked her life. She replies simply, "A better me than you." He asks about the ring she kept. Was it part of her mission or real? It was real, she confesses. Words are no longer needed. Yan Zhu knows she never stopped loving him. He kisses her, finally accepting the truth of their hearts. The next day, Jiang Yao reports to Ling. She intercepted Yan Zhu's letter, proving his innocence. He isn't colluding with the Japanese. Governor Du is. Du is the real traitor, selling out the country. Yan Zhou is clean. At home, desperate to see Jiang Yao again, Yan Zhu uses a forgotten book as an excuse to call her. Her mother answers, revealing Jiang Yao is out on a date. Consumed by jealousy, Yan Zhu storms off to the cafe to crash it. Jiang Yao is meeting Wenlan to clear the air. Yan Zhu arrives, claiming to chaperone his nephew, but his jealousy is obvious. Wenlan realizes his uncle is possessive over Jiang Yao and wisely leaves them alone. The tension is electric. Both know they still love each other, but refuse to admit it. Breaking the silence, Yan Zhu coldly orders her to come to his house at 8 p.m. to retrieve her book. That night, Yumi sneaks out to experience the city's nightlife, forbidding her maid from following. Her innocence makes her a target. A pimp spots her and drugs her drink, planning to auction her off. Wenlan arrives just in time. He finds Yumi drugged and helpless. He rescues her, but in the car, the aphrodisiac takes effect. Yumi loses control, throwing herself at Wenlan. Meanwhile, Jiang Yao heads to Yan Zhu's, but Ling intercepts her with a fatal command: kill Qi Yan Zhu tonight. Unaware, Yan Zhu waits for her in the living room. He waits all night, desperate to see her. By morning, Feng finds him still sitting there. A soldier rushes in with intel. Fei Wu has ordered Jiang Yao to assassinate Yan Zhu. Jiang Yao couldn't pull the trigger. She argued with Ling, defending Yan Zhu's innocence. Ling insisted Yan Zhu serves the tyrant Zhang Biao and stands in their way. He must die to stop Governor Du. Yumi wakes up in Wenlan's bed. Mortified by her drugged behavior, she sneaks out. Jiang Yao is tormented. If she doesn't kill Yan Zhu, someone else will. She invites him to the place they first met. Standing in the shadow of their past, Yan Zhu asks the question haunting him. 5 years ago, did you ever truly love me, even for a second? Jiang Yao takes him to a secret spot to reveal the truth. Yumi sees Wenlan shutting down the bar to destroy the trafficking ring. Realizing he did it to protect women like her, she approaches him to say thanks. Suddenly, the vengeful pimp attacks Wenlan with a weapon. Yumi throws herself in front of him, taking the blow meant for him and collapsing in blood. That night, Yan Zhu visits the orphanage where Yao teaches. She introduces him to the children. Seeing his military uniform, they are awestruck, vowing to become soldiers like him to stop the oppression. After they leave, Yao reveals the heartbreaking truth. These children lost their families in the conflict. She refuses to let more children suffer the same fate. This is why she casts aside her love. For the sake of the innocent, she asks Yanzhu directly, will he continue to collaborate with the enemy, repeating his father's sins? Yanzhu's answer is action. He hands over a letter detailing a secret meeting between Sanjin and Governor Du. This intel is gold for the Bird Club. It allows them to ambush both traitors at once. Yao finally realizes Yanzhu isn't a collaborator. He's been helping the resistance all along. Meanwhile, Yumi is treated at the hospital. Her bravery deepens Wenlan's feelings. He asks her to dinner the next day and she agrees. Governor Du warns his Lashun general, Sanjin arrives tonight. His safety is paramount. Hours later, Du's general prepares for Sanjin's arrival, only to be ambushed by the Bird Club and Yao. A fierce battle erupts. The Bird Club corners Du's forces. Yao confronts Sanjin, ready to eliminate him. But Yanzhu intervenes, saving Sanjin at the last second. Yao is stunned. Ling scolds her for trusting him. Betrayed, Yao watches Yanzhu rescue their enemy. The Bird Club retreats in failure. Later, Yanzhu drinks with Sanjin. Sanjin doubts Governor Du's strength after the ambush and considers partnering with Yanzhu instead. Yao confronts Yanzhu, demanding to know why he chose the enemy. She accuses him of orchestrating everything, ruining Du's son's wedding, seducing her, deceiving the Bird Club. Yanzhu admits it was all planned to secure the alliance. He dares her to end his life, but his eyes hide a deeper truth he won't speak. Yao weeps, heartbroken by his apparent betrayal, and leaves him. Yanzhu finalizes the deal with Sanjin, agreeing to meet in 3 days. Once alone, he sheds tears, devastated by hurting the woman he loves to save her country. Governor Du learns Yao is a Bird Club member and close to Yanzhu. He finally realizes Yanzhu is the mastermind sabotaging his alliance. He underestimated Yanzhou. Now he sees him as a dangerous enemy. Yanzhu returns home drunk. His men tell Feng the argument with Yao drove him to the bottle. The next day, Wenlan and Yumi have lunch. Wenlan remarks on their luck to dine in luxury while others suffer. Yumi admires his empathy. Surprised, a wealthy man cares for the poor. She mentions returning to her hometown, Jiangbei. Wenlan promises to visit. Distance be damned. He leaves to buy her flowers, their love undeniable. But he runs into Feng, who reveals the crushing truth. Yumi is his uncle Yanzhu's fiancée. Shocked, Wenlan knows he cannot steal his uncle's bride. To protect everyone, he feigns a relationship with another woman, telling Yumi they are nothing. Yao visits the orphanage and finds a feast provided by Yanzhu. Furious, she calls him a hypocrite, trying to buy redemption for his betrayal. Hearing he's a traitor, the children throw the food away, insulting him.
骗子！我们不吃汉奸给的东西。干什么呢？
Feng asks why Yanzhu doesn't tell Yao the truth. Yanzhu replies, it's useless. She already believes I'm evil. Before leaving, Yao returns the ring he gave her. Suddenly, Governor Du's forces attack. Yanzhou saves Yao, whisking her away on a train. Safe, Yao leaves him, returning the ring again, a sign she is letting him go. Yanzhou confirms the attackers were Du's men. War is declared. He orders his men to inform the bank that Du failed to secure Sanjin's alliance, ensuring they cut his funding. Governor Du panics as his funds dry up. With his military costs soaring and loans cut, he is desperate. Yao tells Ling she has a new plan to stop the enemy without harming Yanzhu. Ling worries it's too dangerous, but trusts her. That night, Yao takes Wenlan to Sanjin's fundraising party, posing as a couple. The party is packed with elites, including Yanzhou and Yumi. Yanzhou is shocked to see Yao there. Wenlan is equally stunned to see Yumi with his uncle. During a dance, Yanzhou pulls Yao aside. He asks if she's finally ready to end him. Feeling mocked, Yao presses a weapon to his stomach, whispering she can finish it anytime she wants. Wenlan confronts Yumi. Angry, she hid her engagement. Yumi explains it's an arranged marriage without love. Wenlan is relieved. Yao approaches Sanjin, introducing herself as the association chairman's daughter. Sanjin welcomes her warmly. She flirts aggressively, and Sanjin invites her to his room. Her plan? Eliminate him in private. Yanzhou sees them leave together. He realizes her reckless plan. Attacking Sanjin in his stronghold means certain doom. In the room, Sanjin makes his move. Yao readies a hidden weapon.
山井先生，
我这扇门可不是谁都能进的。
Just as she strikes, Yanzhou bursts in, interrupting them. He claims an urgent matter regarding their alliance requires Sanjin's immediate attention. Yao's plan fails. Alone with Yao, Yanzhou confronts her. She rages at him for ruining her plan. He asks why she targeted Sanjin instead of him, the easier target. She chose the deadlier mission because she couldn't bear to hurt Yanzhou. Yanzhou presses his own weapon to his stomach, begging her to end it if she can. Yao stands frozen. She still loves him too much to make the move. Realizing her feelings, Yanzhou kisses her. Wenlan and Yumi witness the kiss, realizing Yanzhou and Yao are in love. Yanzhou ties Yao up and puts her in his car to stop her from dangerous missions. In the car, Yao discovers the railway route map Yanzhou plans to give the Japanese. It's incorrect. She realizes Yanzhou isn't collaborating, he's setting a trap to bankrupt them. Suddenly, Governor Du's men ambush her, taking her hostage. Yanzhou returns to his car to find a ransom note from Du. Come to Mount Nampu alone to save Yao, or she dies. Yanzhou arrives at the mountain, unarmed and alone. He demands Du release Yao, insisting their feud is personal. Du orders his men to beat Yanzhou. He takes blow after blow without fighting back, soon beaten to a pulp. Yao screams at him to fight, terrified he will be beaten to death. Outside, Yanzhou's men are desperate to storm in, but Wurong, his trusted lieutenant, holds them back, trusting Yanzhou's plan. Ling arrives with the Bird Club. Seeing the crisis, Wurong and Ling put aside their enmity to save Yanzhou and Yao. Wurong warns, the mountain is a minefield. Wenlan appears, offering to guide them through the safe paths he knows. Inside, a dying Yanzhou asks Du why he's so relentless. Du reveals the final brutal truth. He was the one who murdered Yanzhou's father, not the Bird Club. Du leaves them to freeze to death in the cold cave, sealing their fate. Trapped and freezing, Yao and Yanzhou prepare for the end. Yao apologizes for her betrayal 5 years ago. She admits she stayed away out of guilt for his father's death. Knowing the true killer was Du brings her peace. Yanzhou asks, was your love real back then? Yao kisses him, confirming her feelings were never a lie. Outside, Wenlan fakes being captured by Yanzhou's men, threatening Du to release them or watch his son die. Terrified, Du releases Yao and Yanzhou, but once they emerge, he orders his men to open fire. A chaotic gunfight erupts. Du's forces are decimated. He flees in panic, but runs straight into his own minefield. Boom! Governor Du is blown to pieces, meeting his end by his own trap. The next day, Yao wakes up safe. Hearing of Du's death, she visits Wenlan. She tells Ling to let the Bird Club stand down. She trusts Yanzhou has a plan for the Japanese. At Wenlan's, creditors swarm, demanding repayment of his father's debts. Yanzhou arrives, feeling responsible for the family's ruin. Yumi steps up. Seeing Wenlan's grief, she offers to pay off the debts herself to silence the angry bankers. Yanzhou intervenes, insisting he will cover the debts. Wenlan announces his future. He will dissolve his father's army and become a doctor to help the poor, rejecting the family's warlord legacy. Yumi declares she will stay by his side, supporting his new path. They embrace. Yanju and Yao watch, moved by their love. Wenlan forgives Yanju, understanding the past. That night, Yao takes Yanzhou to a festival with the orphans. The children initially shun the traitor, but Yao explains Yanzhou is innocent. They finally accept him, finding joy for the first time in years. Yanzhou remarks he hasn't seen Yao this happy in years. She admits she avoided festivals to suppress memories of him. Yanzhou reveals his 5 years of hell, surviving only for 2 reasons: revenge for his father and finding her again. Watching the happy crowd, Yanzhou vows to ensure their prosperity, even if he must play the villain. Yao confronts him about the railway map. She knows his plan to drain Japanese funds by building a useless, circuitous railway. She warns him it's suicide. Zhang Biao will kill him if discovered. Yanzhou accepts the risk. Someone must stop the Japanese, even if it costs him his reputation or life. Yao promises to stand by him, no matter the danger. He takes her home. Yao's mother scolds her for being with a traitor. The next day, Sanjin's men find a letter left by Governor Du exposing Yanzhou and Yao as bird club lovers plotting against him. Sanjin confronts Yanzhou. Yanzhou claims Du wrote it out of spite. To test his loyalty, Sanjin takes Yanzhou to a warehouse that night. Yao is tied up. Sanjin's ultimatum: if she means nothing to you, kill her. Yanzhou draws his gun. After a brief argument, he shoots Yao in the heart. She falls dead. Satisfied, Sanjin signs the alliance the next day. Days later, Feng offers condolences for Yao's death. Yanzhou remains stoic. Suddenly, Yao walks in alive. It was all staged. Yanzhou used blanks and fake blood. Wenlan and Yumi arrive, announcing their marriage. Years pass. Yanzhou's railway plan works perfectly, bankrupting the Japanese project. Furious, the Japanese and Zhang Biao hunt Yanzhou to execute him, but he vanishes. In a quiet town, Yanzhou and Yao live happily as teachers, raising their child. They live alongside Wenlan the doctor and Yumi, finding peace in the shadows, helping others. The end.